Welcome. Welcome once again to another Geek Culture Congress. One of your hosts, as always, Louis Speedy Jr. Gonzalez, accompanied by my good friend, the co-founder of the Geek Culture Congress, the inventor of the name itself, Mr. Tarik Lewis.
I was drafted.
How you doing,
I
sir?
was drafted in.
Yes. We got Socks. Socks is in the chat. Socks, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Or good to have you with us here on the live show. I don't know if anybody else will be joining us later, but it's me and you, Tarik.
Hold on one second. I gotta leave. I gotta leave and come back in.
Okay. Don't worry. I'll talk to everybody here live in the chat.
I gotta stream on my Facebook because I get looks on Facebook.
Yeah, no, you got to do that. You got to be on all your socials. Go ahead.
I'm
do
gonna come
your
right
thing, and I'll talk to everybody in the chat room here. Shout out to Mama Bear Doll, Socks, of course. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out here in the live chat today. On the show, we're gonna be talking everything nerd, geek, Marvel Zombies. We got Peacemaker season 2, episode 6. We talking Gen Z season 2, episode 4. Everything else in between as well. I'm sure Tarik will catch us up on Alien Earth. And apparently it has fallen out the rocker, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you what they told me, okay? Telling you what they told me. I haven't started watching it yet. One, because my wife is not into the scary stuff, okay? So, aliens, it's technically horror. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work with our viewing dynamic of shows. So, I hope you get better, Mama Bear. Okay, hope you get better, good over that nasty cold, and hang out. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm sure you gotta do some streaming later. But yeah. First off, let me start off by saying, asking a question actually. What do you guys think about Marvel Zombies? Huh? Marvel Zombies. We got full 4 episodes in the bag from Disney Plus, yeah. And what's your immediate take on them, guys? Let me know how you feel about it in the comments, in the live chat. Shout out to chat hanging out, everyone in chat, everyone watching this on Facebook and the other channels, and of course Tarik's streams as well. Are you good now, brother?
I think so.
Yeah. Let's talk about Marvel Zombies.
Have you watched?
I did. I watched all 4.
Okay.
And I want a toy of Infinity Hulk now.
The Infinity Hulk.
I want an Infinity Hulk toy. A little statue. I don't want a pop. I want like a Marvel Legends Infinity Hulk toy. That's what I want.
Yeah, Infinity Hulk was an ill option. Like I don't know who thought of that. That's brilliant.
I thought it was cool, and I liked it enough. I like the way it was presented too, like the animation of it and stuff like that. Yeah. Mama Bear doesn't do zombie stuff, so
you don't do that.
We're gonna have to give her the cliff notes of everything we watched.
Like,
okay,
it's creepy.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, it's creepy. It's too much. I don't blame you. See, Socks was into Marvel Zombies. He's down for the zombie stuff. This is, if I remember from What If, it was a universe. This Marvel Zombies is a little different from the comic book version in that I guess the zombie sickness came from the I'm trying to get the name of it. It was the quantum realm. There you go.
Because I don't feel like
no, it came from when Hank Pym entered the quantum realm and he was searching for Janet Van Dyne. That's how he brought that plague with him. And the what if. I remember that in that story, in the What If story, we had the crazy Wanda Maximoff, and Vision was keeping her contained, and feeding her humans.
Yeah, I did go back to look at that episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then also in the finale of the first season of What If,
yeah,
I believe they dropped a bunch of zombies onto Infinity Ultron.
Yeah,
they use that as a combat method, or to drop a bunch of zombies on them.
Right.
I actually enjoyed this.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
I'm not a fan of this style of animation, which is kind of
Yeah, when it
sour.
started, I was like, I don't know this animation again. But
Yeah,
as the show progressed, I was like, this is pretty good.
yeah, and listen, Icarus.
Yeah. Oh man. So spoiler alert. The Icarus versus Captain Marvel nonstop. No one can beat the other battle.
Yeah,
That was pretty epic. You know.
yeah, that was an ill moment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, I don't want to say I don't know if we can spoil anything
Yeah. I
because
mean.
I feel like the ending didn't lead to an ending.
Right, and it ended in
It's
a
not done
weird.
yet, right?
Yeah, and we'll talk a little bit about that because that leaves a question for maybe where our MCU is gonna go with some of those characters, right? So I mean, ladies and gentlemen, spoiler alert, we're gonna talk about Marvel Zombies. If you haven't watched Marvel Zombies, I don't know, fast forward or skip to the next part, and we'll make up later. Okay, great. Uh, episode one, the Kate Bishop, Riri Williams, and Kamala Khan are the Survivor trio kind of thing going on, which I like that. I mean, it seems like that's a dynamic we're gonna see later on, maybe
For
in the
sure,
MCU.
for
Yeah,
sure.
and
And
I like the preview of that in this.
yeah, and I like one of one of my big things is I like that they make Hawkeye a threat.
Yeah, yeah. Hawkeye's trying to take off, her, his protege, the zombie Hawkeye. Anyway,
Yeah, and
yeah,
the idea that like Hawkeye is a legitimate threat to normal people
yeah.
is dope to me. And man, the different teams they assembled with Shang-Chi and
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, I can't think of her name, but Aquafina
Aquafina is
is
the
the
actress,
actress.
but not I forgot the character right now.
That team being assembled and the raft and bringing in Baron Zemo, like in these they did a good job.
Katie's the character. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Katie. Yeah,
Katie. Yeah.
yeah. They did a good job with bringing these things all together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
and it's done.
I think maybe they listened to what critiques of What If were
Mm-hmm.
and said, okay, these were the critiques of What If. Let's fix that with Marvel Zombies.
Right,
I
right.
think they
And
did.
this is it's a very vicious going for the gutso show. I mean, it doesn't pull any punches at all. You know what I mean? It's a zombie show as much as you would want a zombie show to be. In Marvel Cinematic Universe, and all the blood and guts and final deaths and no punches pulled at all. In any of it. It's
If you're doing a zombie show,
yeah.
kill some people,
Yeah, absolutely. Especially
and
different universe. Why not?
they kill some people.
And they sure did. They sure did. So, yeah, unfortunately, of course, as the struggle progresses, I guess they find a crash Quinjet, and one of the zombies that's in there has a device in his belly that they think that it can call the Nova Corps. When I'm thinking to myself that story, I'm like, what the heck the Nova Corps is gonna do? But whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, I think as far as comic book versus movie,
Mm,
they make the Nova Corps and the Kree seem kind of like sole second par to like Captain Marvel and the Earth Heroes. Which, if
mm.
you read comic books, you like the Nova Corps is a serious thing. The Kree
Yeah.
are a serious threat, and they
Yes,
kind
sir.
of get lowered down in the movies. So I think it was kind of an attempt to make it seem like, this is the Nova Corps are actually a serious force. They're like
Right.
our Green Lanterns. They're like the
Yeah.
Marvel Green Lanterns.
Right.
So they're not to be played with. They're
Mm.
kind of a joke in Guardians of the Galaxy and Captain Captain Marvel, but
A
in
little
this
bit.
situation, they're like no, they're like legit here,
Yeah.
a legit threat. So
So they go to that Quinjet in the cockpit. They find it that weird thing in his gut, which is like about the size of a golf ball because I guess it was shrunk by
yes, Pym
Henry
particles.
Pym maybe. Yeah,
Yeah,
Pym particles, and apparently it is I guess Riri, who was the only person who can qualified to study the object, realizes it's a transmitter that can call, uh, probably call a Nova Corps, I guess.
Call in the Nova Corps.
Or,
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, so they go on a mission to go send the go send the signal out somehow, some way, somewhere. Um, they go into like this like no man's land, right? I guess where it's like
Hmm.
and it's like it's a little bit of a zombie trope. There, it's like okay, like nothing good is gonna happen here, on this trip. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
In the middle of the dark, the three of them by themselves. Yeah, and then we get that battle, which was actually pretty cool. Did you think that I was gonna have it was just gonna keep continuing, or it was gonna be a finality? Like, we're gonna say, oh well, Captain Marvel can defeat Icarus, and you think this foreshadows something later on that we'll see, or we'll get the rematch?
I think it's definitely a foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not that battle in particular, but I think they're trying to reintroduce the
Mm-hmm.
Eternals. Um, I think they're also trying to give Hulk some importance, because I think a big complaint was that Hulk got nerfed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, the Icarus battle, I didn't realize it was Icarus. I didn't know who it was. I thought it was Adam Warlock at
Which
first.
would have been acceptable too, but I was cool with the Icarus thing too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, but I think it did a good job of getting my interest back in some of these characters that I probably didn't really
Mm.
care about too much.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, because I'm
maybe we
still
don't. We're gonna do Secret Wars, or I'm
right.
sorry, is it Secret
Yes.
Wars?
Oh well, Doomsday, then Secret Wars.
Doomsday.
It's where we're going. You
Yeah,
know.
I probably if they didn't hadn't done Marvel Zombies, I
Hmm.
probably wouldn't have been as excited to see Kate Bishop and Young Avengers.
Right. Right.
Marvel
Right. Right.
Zombies was pretty much Young Avengers.
Yeah, it was. It was like a little foreshadowing of what what we could expect.
Yeah,
So the other question I have for you. So of course Kate doesn't survive. She gets murked, which is pretty vicious. She gets obliterated pretty viciously. And then Riri gets bitten. Um, but then like I guess she seems like she injected herself with something. Was that some kind of like adrenaline or something like that? I don't know. Did they explain what that was, or did I just not pay attention? I was
no,
looking it
they
up
did
later.
not. They did not. I think there was some moment earlier where she was kind of like trying to think of something,
Hmm. Hmm.
and I think that the way it ended was that Riri can somehow reach out to Miss Marvel.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. But that's later on after the 4 episodes. So
yeah,
near
yeah.
the end. Yeah.
I wasn't so sure that Riri was infected. Like you said,
Right.
like
Right. Right.
infection infected or so. I wasn't so sure that she was completely infected. But listen, I wasn't so sure that Shang-Chi
Hmm.
was completely infected. Well,
Right.
he did the thing with the ring to cure a part of his hand.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, so you know, uh, I think it's dope, man. I'm one of those people that I like the cliffhangers
Yeah, I
to
like the
keep me.
cliffhanger at the end.
Yeah,
But it seemed interesting how they got that Tony Stark AI under her control. So she was commanding Friday
yeah,
through some Iron Man suit. But that
yeah,
was pretty cool, you know. Then I guess Kamala, after she survives in that she escapes after Riri gets bitten, kind of overwhelmed, and Kate gets obliterated. She escapes and she gets rescued by our first view at the MCU Blade, Marshall Ali in his full animated form,
yeah,
as this universe is also Moon Knight, because I guess the Moon Knight avatar got obliterated or zombified as well.
yeah.
So Khonshu needed a new person.
Here's the problem with this.
You didn't like it?
No, I liked it,
Okay.
but now you set a precedent for like those fight scenes
Yeah.
whenever we get the Blade movie, because the
Mm.
Conju / Blade fight scenes were so good.
It was. They were entertaining. Yeah. They were
Like
good.
the way he was fighting was so dope. And
Yeah.
now, like that's we got to match that, which is easier to do in animation. Not easy as far as the work, but like easier to display. I would say, in
Yes,
animation
yes,
from now when you
yes.
do and when you do
Well,
the live
a lot of
films.
CGI, I guess.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Them
tough.
poor
But
CGI people are gonna be working overtime.
it was a lot. It was a lot of fan service
Mhm.
without it feeling like false fan service.
Right. Which is cool. I kind of like that. But then and they kind of bring Kamala Khan to to other survivors, which are kind of like the uh the family, Yelena's family and
The
Alexei.
rest of the
They're so
sparrows.
yeah, they kind of survived in their own little compound, which would be kind of interesting. It's an interesting thing that Sox brings up. So no more Mark Spector, but Blade is now Moon Knight. Sounds good to me for this. What if they went in this direction? What if they said, no, we're not gonna do the Moon Knight. We're gonna like combine this idea, huh?
Nah,
I don't know.
I
I
don't
think
think
it's hard. I think it's a hard sell.
I don't think African Americans are gonna be happy with that. We want Blade to be.
They gonna be a Blade to be Blade.
Yeah, we want Blade to be Blade, dog. We don't want Blade to
Okay.
be somebody named Moon Knight. It just seems a little.
Yeah. It'll be a little a little too much on the nose.
It just sounds like a racist term, almost like you
Mm.
call a black person Moon Knight. It just seems like a little. That's a
It's a
little too
little iffy.
cultural.
Yeah, it's a little too far.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
funny.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's a little too,
I think that's funny.
a little too
I,
iffy.
I think that's funny. Um, so so they meet up with the other family because they're trying to get that intergalactic popo. Yeah,
Yeah,
the Nova
that's
Corps
not
are their
dope.
intergalactic popo. They're the interactic 6ix9ine. Yeah, that would be kind of weird for the live action, I guess. Yeah, but it's interesting. They play around with these ideas with these and foreshadow things. Kind of, they play around and use these animated shows as kind of like test grounds. See what public thinks about things. You know what I mean? So I just thought it was interesting. I hope they don't do that at all. So the zombie horde is crazy. Led by Okoye. That's crazy. She's like Okoye is like right hand, or she's
The
the
general,
the witch.
for
The witch
Scarlet
is a general. Yeah,
Yeah,
for the zombie horde, the Scarlet Witch general.
yeah.
And I thought it was really crazy. They got Abomination in there, and you
Yo,
being a crazy
zombie
looking
Captain
zombie.
America is wild.
Zombie Captain America's wild, just crawling around the place. um, Ghost. Even though she got murked, Blade Moon Knight took care of her in short order.
Yeah,
But it was still kind of cool to see it. So they hook up, they attack the compound, the Black Widow operatives compound, and then they got to run again and escape, and a bunch of weird things happen. So in I guess on the West Coast side of things, then they go to episode 2. They go to the West Coast kind of side of things, and they show us the Shang-Chi and Katie story and how they survive. And
yeah.
there's Jimmy Woo and Chloe. And that was pretty cool. A little more foreshadowing, maybe, for the next Shang-Chi movie. A little more action, Jimmy Woo action and stuff. Probably Agents of Atlas, things like that. They're gonna play around with.
Yeah, I think the idea of them sharing the rings
Maybe.
was interesting. I don't like it
Yeah,
particularly.
I like that for this story, but not
Yeah,
to be a thing. I hope they don't.
yeah,
That.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it developed a little bit of a
Here comes Syl coming in hot.
yeah,
Coming
yeah.
in hot like a fireball. Look at it. Who the hell wanted to see a damn Blade Moon Knight hero remix? Marvel Zombie seems pretty mid. It wasn't. It's not. I don't think it's gonna win any Academy Awards. So
No, yes, it. And I said to my homeboy, he asked me, he was like, "Did you watch it?" And I was like, "Yo, it's not." He was like, "Well, did you see Wakanda?"
It's not X-Men '97.
Yeah, what was it? Wakanda. Oh my God, I can't think of the name right now. Wakanda.
Wakanda Forever.
No, not Wakanda Forever. The animated
Eyes of Wakanda. Eyes of Wakanda.
Eyes
Sorry,
of Wakanda.
right.
And I was like, "Oh, it's not as good as Eyes of Wakanda. It's not as good as Eyes of Wakanda.
No,
but it was
it's
solid.
not.
It was better than a lot of other What If.
It was better than What If season 2. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it was better than a lot of What If. But yeah, I liked some of the things they channeled.
Mm-hmm.
but and it gave some ideas, but I don't want all these ideas to be bled into
True.
I think it was just to reintroduce us
Mm-hmm.
to these characters before they
Right.
start showing up and in Doomsday, and
Right. Right.
you know what I mean. I think for that reason it was effective.
Mhm. So it leads me to the other. So they all hook up, just to fast forward here in the plot, because you're just gonna have to just watch the show, guys. Okay, we're not here to recap the whole damn thing for you. But Chang-Chi, Katie, and their side of the team get together with Kamala Khan and the Black Widow survivors. They kind of hook up at this. I guess it's this town where they use the jail, the floating jail. What's the floating jail called again?
The raft,
The raft. So they use the raft as kind of like a transportation device, I guess, to
yeah.
cross the Atlantic. Maybe is that
What
it?
ocean are they in?
Or was they going? Yeah, was it the Atlantic or the Pacific?
It's
Or
probably
what?
the Pacific because they're on the West Coast.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was the
Yeah,
Pacific.
I
I
think
don't
they're on
know.
the West Coast. So
I don't know. But and I guess well, we know it's in the oceans in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is the Atlanteans, buddy, and they've been zombified. And
yeah,
the
listen, a dope intro for Namor.
yeah, I like
Zombie Namor had a dope entrance.
yeah.
I got to give him
Zombie
that.
Zombie Namor was pretty dope. So I liked all that. And I think that character has a lot more to do in, Doomsday and Secret Wars as well. Um, Also, we got the flashback of a zombie Thanos with just well, how many it's a six total of 6 Infinity Stones,
Yeah, I don't
because
think he
he's
had them
missing one.
all.
He didn't have them all, so he was a little handicapped.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He was
yeah.
he's fighting like the actual Infinity Gauntlet comic book storyline, where he gives the heroes like 0.1% of beating him.
Yeah.
so,
But he
so
gave
yeah,
he,
I mean,
gave,
I
he still
remember that.
gave Thor and Groot and rocketed them to work.
Oh yeah, they didn't even get a chance. They got a small cameo before they got
Yeah.
murked. That was it.
But I like how they're doing Thor's power level,
Mhm.
where they made the mistake with Hulk was like limiting his power level so much, but they're doing
Well,
Thor's good because he survived that.
yeah,
He's scarred, but he survived it. You
right.
know what I'm saying? And so even with all that power that Thanos had, the zombie
Mhm.
Thanos, he
Yeah,
still Thor was able to still survive the blast, which
yeah,
I thought was dope.
yeah. That's cool. And then also I of course T'Challa, is the hero of that engagement. So he's the one who gets Thanos to blow up in the vibranium mine. And that causes this like kind of like infinity
Infinity Wave, I
maybe,
think they called it.
yeah, or wave or something like that. It was just
Yeah.
really crazy. That's an interesting concept too, because wasn't the Infinity Stones, I don't know, it kind of made me think about our MCU, because the Infinity Stones weren't quite destroyed, right, at the end of Infinity War.
No, they weren't destroyed. He took them with him at the end of Infinity War.
Yeah. He put
And then
them all back.
they brought them back.
Hmm.
Thanos is the only one to ever destroy the Infinity Stones.
I forget why nobody's able to put them back together again in the
Because
current MCU. I forgot what happened.
well, they took them back. They don't
Right,
have the Zamora is the one that
right.
invented the Infinity Grinder
Mhm.
to grind up
Right,
the
there you go.
Infinity Stones.
Yes. So
Yeah,
they were destroyed,
yeah,
and it's weird. The way that they do their time thing,
yeah.
it's how it worked out that they actually were destroyed. But it's interesting how they did destroy those, and there wasn't some kind of like big, well like that, energy well that happened in MCU. I don't know. It's like, if you destroy it, XYZ happens. You know what I mean? And that didn't quite happen like that in our universe. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
we don't know in this zombie universe that we're operating in. We don't know if those Infinity Stones still exist.
Fair point.
That gauntlet might still exist, so we don't know.
Um, so they survived the raft and the confrontation with the Atlantean zombies and Namor, by the skin of their chinny chin chin, and they go to this area. They go to the new area where the where Thor's people are at. I forgot the name of the place. I was saying
New Asgard.
New Asgard, and I was expecting like the New Asgard we saw in MCU, like it was like a little like farm or whatever, like a town, you know. But this was like protected with like a wall, like it looked like what's the other the show that didn't do that well with Black Bolt, Inhumans. It looked
Humans.
like an
Yeah.
Inhumans lair, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, are they gonna mash up like Inhumans with this idea? Like they just found this base, you know what I
You're
mean?
the only one who remembers them.
I know. I still got PTSD. That's why. But anyway, yeah, New Asgard. Thank you, Socks. Thank you very much. And they're going to New Asgard because I guess it's the only place with a spaceship, so they can get the little miniature transmitter out of
Yeah.
what happened with the Infinity Gauntlet and when the zombie Thanos and stuff like that. I guess it's blocking signals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then an interesting thing happens there. Like they like Scarlet Witch kind of did a Thanos thing to them in there. Like that reality manipulation.
Yeah.
What
Well,
they were seeing, and then she
she's
flipped it.
made from the reality stone.
Yeah. So I thought it was kind of cool, you know. And is this foreshadowing more villainy from the Scarlet Witch that we should be expecting for, you know?
In film, yes.
Hmm.
Yes. I think so. I think this is definitely foreshadowing more Scarlet Witch involvement.
Right.
Yeah, I think definitely when it comes to
But
Secret War.
not much as an antagonist, more as more as an antagonist than a protagonist. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Well,
Yeah.
she was an antagonist in Doctor
Yeah.
Strange,
Sure.
Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
I
So
think she's
she's.
going to come up against Doom. I
Mm,
think in trying to straighten things out, she's
copy.
going to be a problem.
Copy.
You
So
know, Scarlet
they
Witch may create mutants.
right.
It may be a situation
Oh yeah.
where,
I think that's gonna happen. You know.
yeah, I think they might flip the whole no more mutants thing that she did when it came to M Day
Yeah.
in the comic books. They may flip it to where she creates mutants.
Yeah. I think so. I think that might happen.
Yeah,
Especially since they're gonna introduce all those heroes from the other universe, and yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be some plot development there. I did like Black Bolt in that show, and I like the Lockjaw, a little bit of Lockjaw we got in the show too, but it wasn't a perfect thing at all, unfortunately. But it had some good highlights here and there, but it's definitely a flawed show. So they, long story short, Thor is there, and he's kind of like in this like depressive state, but he wakes up and he kind of saves the day and struggle for them to try and escape. He kind of sacrifices himself. And they get out into space, and they finally, let that little device go, and find out the Nova Corps are already there, surrounding the whole Earth.
yeah,
They've got it surrounded. They've got it quarantined, which is crazy. And I you like the way the presentation of the Nova Corps? They're not pretty present. I think on purpose. They're not really presented like they are in the comic books, as far that they're just flying around, kind of like the Green Lantern Corps. They're in these like spaceships.
yeah. That's expensive to do, man. It's
Flying around.
expensive
Is
to
it
like have them
CGI?
like
It's
how do you
animated though.
barricade a planet with just like hundreds of people flying around it? Like that doesn't make sense. So it
Yeah.
makes more sense
I
to
don't
use
know.
the technology.
I think when they touch on the Nova show finally, or movie, whatever that's supposed to be for the MCU, I think some of the nerds are gonna be like, man, this is not the comic accurate Nova.
Yeah, I think as long as Nova is okay, um, as long as the character Nova is okay, everyone will be fine. But they already downplayed them when they did Guardians of the Galaxy.
They did, yeah. So it's already established this the flying around these spaceships like
Yeah,
X-wings, you know. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes with that as far as the Nova stuff. But it's interesting. They got a protocol. They call it, what's it called, disinfection protocol on
yeah,
the Earth. So they blow the ship away, crashes back. But I guess they're rescued. I guess some of the some of the sorcerers from Doctor Strange. What is an area called Is that
Kamar-Taj.
Kamar-Taj? They some of the sorcerers survived, and I guess they have also Spider-Man and Scott Lang or whatever's left of Scott Lang, I guess, because it's just his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's interesting. I don't know why did they include Spider-Man like this just to have Spider-Man in the show? Just be like, oh, we had Spider-Man on Marvel Zombies, you know?
No, he was in one of the other what ifs.
Well, yeah, he was too.
When they were fighting the zombies.
He
He was
was.
in the what if where they were fighting the zombies.
He was. It
Yeah,
just seems like it was just.
he was in that beginning. He was the narrator for the beginning of the whole show.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
You're
So
right.
it makes absolute sense, you
Mhm.
know. And plus,
But it's
who's going to
great.
pull that train? You know, when they're pulling the
Yeah.
train to try to get the train to go.
Yeah.
You know,
We don't know. We don't know where Richard Ryder Nova is at. He's probably part of that quarantine. You know what I mean? Right now.
I mean, are they gonna? Is Richard
Are they
Ryder
even
going to
gonna
be the
do that?
Nova? We
Yeah,
don't
we don't
know.
even know. We don't know what kind of Nova they're gonna do.
Yeah,
We don't even know yet.
I mean, like you say, I don't think we need to go through like every little aspect of the show,
Mhm.
of the 4 episodes. But I thought it was a good show.
Yeah. And of course I like the Infinity Hulk. That was cool. He decided to absorb the. I guess that's why the Earth didn't blow apart because he absorbed all the infinity
Yeah.
power.
Well, there we go. Yeah, we got that. That's where the stones are. So we know where they are.
Yeah. But then, of course, Wanda comes with her team. She's zombified Thor. Thor, I guess, defeats Infinity Hulk, for lack of better words, right? But for some weird reason, Scarlet Witch needs Kamala Khan. Why? It's not really explained, other than that she wins, I guess, for lack of a better term.
I think she needs that cosmic power that's in her bracelet,
Mm.
and retained within her.
Yeah.
And she's not a zombie yet.
Right. So, do you think that's gonna be a little bit more for foreshadowing for Kamala Khan in MCU going forward? Like her powers is very important for something.
No, I don't think
No?
so.
You
I
think
think
it's
we're
very
going to
isolated?
downplay Kamala Khan.
Okay. I just thought it was interesting. That she was kind of like a MacGuffin at the end of the show. You know?
Yeah, I think she's Ellen Page in what's the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, Inception. It's like you're the character we're seeing all this happen through.
Right.
And Riri yelling at her like, "Yo, you got to wake up!" Like it's we're the character you're seeing this through. So
then at the end, it's like boom, like reality changes and everybody's alive and the Earth is fine. But then she starts seeing little foreshadowing of Riri. We see Riri again. She actually survived somehow, some way. And
no, I don't think any of that is real.
You don't think any of that's real too?
No, I think that's all Wanda manipulating.
But why show her like? But then, yeah, maybe I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was. Honestly, I liked the dark losing ending. I thought it was really cool.
I think the last shot is Wanda like screaming at her.
Yeah.
Just the very last shot. So I don't think any of that is real. That's why I say the Inception comparison. It's not leaving us with a clear definition if she actually won. She didn't necessarily win. Wanda's just created a reality for her where this is, what you want to see. But what is actually happening is something else. Yeah.
No, I liked it. I thought it was interesting.
I'm gonna watch it again. It's only 4 episodes. I'm gonna watch it again and figure out.
Cool. Oh, I enjoyed it. It was a good time. So as we pivot to the other show that everybody's talking about, Peacemaker season 2, episode 6. We were right. We win the no prize. The whole show does, right? I'm gonna say, James Gunn is upset at us. He said he's surprised that everybody figured it out. All the shows figured it out. And
what are you talking about?
That's what he said. He said in an interview, he was like, "I'm surprised that all the talk shows and people on internet figured it out
Oh, about the
about
yeah,
the
yeah,
alternate Earth, the Earth
yeah,
X
yeah.
thing."
No blacks, no blacks.
Yeah. It bothered him a little bit,
Yeah.
but we're here now,
Hey,
and it
sometimes
is.
reality matches fiction.
So they find that I mean the show is not very the episode is not very you know nothing super important happens except for the twist. You know what I mean?
I disagree. We
Yeah.
got
What?
Lex Luthor.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Lex Luthor. You're right. Absolutely right.
Yeah, we got
Completely
Lex
forgot. We
Luthor, and
did get
he's
the
alluding
cameo.
to like this
Yeah.
relationship that's happening in the
Yeah.
prison
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
with a glowing guy and a guy
Yeah.
who.
And that's gonna set up the I guess the next Superman sequel. I guess too. And I thought it was
Yeah,
really cool when that happened. I completely forgot about it. Oh, I'm such a jerk.
yeah. Listen, you always wonder, like what how does Lex Luthor always end up being a foil for Superman? In comic books, like how does he keep getting out? How does he keep having his
Well,
power?
that's why, because he plays the game.
Yeah, yeah. So now we're seeing like a little bit of this game.
Yeah.
Um, I saw something saying that like he thinks that the relationship he was talking about in the prison, like a glowing guy and a guy who was built like a gorilla or whatever, is Dr. Phosphorus and Killer Croc. They
Mm-hmm.
think it's Dr. Phosphorus and Killer Croc.
Yeah.
I thought the Lex Luthor reveal was the big thing. Like James Gunn said, we figured these other things out. To me, the Luthor is like, okay, now I'm getting the feeling of a universe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right. No, I like
No,
that. I like that. I think it was well done too because it wasn't forced. It was kind of like you know like
yeah,
Rick Flag Senior needed something, and he's like, well, unfortunately, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
yeah. And he says the Justice Gang again. They're kind of like
Yeah.
reiterating this
Yeah.
Justice Gang.
You think? Do you think Rick Flag Senior is gonna turn heel a little bit?
No, I think he's going to turn hero.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's already turned heel. I think
Mm.
Peacemaker is the protagonist.
Right. Yeah. I mean, everyone's the protagonist and antagonist from each other's point of view. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think Rick Flag is the antagonist, and his cyborg
Mm-hmm.
companion, and the guy
Right.
with the bird blindness. Those are the antagonists right now. But I think Hardcore and Peacemaker and Vigilante and
Mm.
the whole team, they're the protagonists. So Rick Flag is currently the antagonist anyway, but I think he's going to flip at some point. There's going to be a Peacemaker absolution point.
Okay. Very cool.
But I like the way they did it. I like the way they tied in the. I like the way they tied in the Superman movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did like
which
it
we
too.
can now all watch on HBO Max.
Max, yes.
Yeah,
You can.
which I have not had the urge to watch again,
No?
and I
watched it
enjoyed
twice already. I watched it twice already.
I enjoyed it. I just never had I haven't had the urge to sit down
Yeah.
and watch it again.
I watched it in a movie theater and I watched it on demand. And that was it.
Okay.
Yeah. But I still enjoy the movie to this day. I think it's pretty
Okay.
good. And I like this episode. We were right. I liked all the foreboding and John Econos could be the prisoner of White Dragon, which would probably be a problem. I'm gonna have to kill
Yeah.
his father again. I have to kill his brother. I mean, I like just they're kind of putting they're putting Peacemaker through the ringer.
Yeah, and listen, Vigilante does not get along with the other Vigilante.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah,
see
yeah.
eye to eye.
They disagree on some on politics. Yeah. So interesting. They had their and I guess Spider-Man is also a
It could be
mythical
a
creature.
situation where Vigilante
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
in the original universe
Yeah.
starts to
Change.
say like, "Hey, your father, or whatever," in this universe.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Do you think
Because
do you think Do you think it's cool that they have Spider-Man as a fictional character in James Gunn DCU? Yeah, or all Marvel
I
it's
like
kind of
it.
weird, interesting. So DC characters are kind of a fictional characters in Marvel, and now in DCU, Marvel characters are fictional characters in DCU. I think it's interesting. Mama Bear, thank you so much for hanging out. Enjoy, have a good stream. Okay,
Thank you,
thank you so
Mama
much
Bear.
for hanging out. But you guys go give Mama Bear a subscribe. Okay, she's got her own streaming stuff going on too. Um, but I thought it was very interesting. That I thought it was cool. Maybe some more foreshadowing, some for some future collabs, way 10 years from now when we're all old.
Yeah, well, I'm not big on DC Marvel collabs.
Yeah, yeah,
I'd like to keep those universes separate.
yeah. So how you feel right now about the whole show, Peacemaker? You like the way it's paced? So it's got you engaged. You here for the next episode? How you feel about it?
Oh, I'm loving Peacemaker.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm get up for every episode.
yeah.
I'm
I'm
loving
here now. I just don't. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling the slow one episode burn, and I felt like the first two were kind of like, I don't know. I just, I like where we're at now though. I'm
it.
here.
Yeah,
I'm engaged.
I'm personally loving Peacemaker. I mean, I don't can't speak for anybody else.
Okay, cool. So then the next show we're gonna talk about, which I'm sure you will rage on and completely spoil for me. Okay, Alien Earth. What is going on with Alien Earth? I heard some bad things, and I heard some worse things.
It's
And
just
you guys,
going
you
south,
guys tried
man.
to talk me into watching it, and I haven't done it yet.
I really enjoy. I was really enjoying it. I love the parable of the Peter Pan stuff,
Mm.
and now it's just dumb. Now it's just people making. You know what I'm saying? Like if you put somebody like, and I'm not.
uh,
This is not a spoiler. It is kind of, but if you put some people in a cage because they're dangerous,
yeah.
and you say, "Hey, let's put them in this cage because they're a little dangerous," why would you walk into the cage with one other person, close the cage, and then say, "Let me just talk to them. They won't harm me," and then have the conversation, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna kill you now because you're in the cage, and you only have
That's
this one
funny.
other person with you who can't possibly defend you." Like, why would you do that? Like, the people are
That's funny.
doing dumb things in order
Yeah.
to make the aliens and the cyborgs or whatever
Mm.
dangerous. Like, that's a stupid move. You know what I mean? Like, that's a oh yeah,
All right.
it
You
killed
got the whole
14
showdown.
people. Let's
Uh-huh.
still try to capture it because what can we do? It's like now it's dumb.
Yeah.
Now it's dumb. It's gotten stupid to be honest with you.
Mm. I think maybe they had to have that happen because just to move the plot along.
Yeah, but it's very Halloween. You know, like the film Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how does Michael Myers catching you? You know, at this point he's a 72-year-old man
Uh-huh.
and some dickies.
It's that supernatural Halloween magic, bro. You don't know what it is.
How is he catching you? You know, it's
Mm.
just little juvenile alien xenomorph. It's just it kind of ran off the rails for me, to be honest with
Wow.
you. And now I'm kind of like, all right, like I don't know what y'all trying to do, but I'm no longer as engaged. I'm gonna watch it, but
Mm.
it's just
Mm.
dumb. It's just people making stupid decisions.
Dang. So you guys try to talk me into it too, man. What's going on with you guys, bro?
Well, we were right. We were right up until this point.
Wow. Well, we gotta wait for the guys to get on the show again so they can tell us how they feel about
Well,
it.
you watch Robotech, so we can't.
Well, yeah. It's Macross. I'm in the Macross stuff now. Yeah. It's all on Hulu and loving it.
Yeah.
Gen V then there's another show. Man, there's a lot of stuff to consume in this fall season. You know? Gen V season 2, we're in episode 4, right? Am I right? Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
So this is they I guess they she called out the lie machine, the cover up Jordan in the end of season episode 3, and now they're having some kind of SmackDown fight like a WWE or a one of those celebrity boxing matches or something.
Yeah, it's from Justice League. It's meta match or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's like a meta match,
Yeah.
which is interesting. because it seems like they do a lot of that because they have some structure there in that universe, right? For it,
I think this is the first one.
you think so? I don't know. It seems
Yeah,
like there was structure. Like they were talking game, like they do this all the time, like every other weekend.
well, nah, Vought
The
Industries puts
announcers and
together a
stuff.
good package.
So then we get sorry, I'm trying to get my head around all these shows. Sometimes there's a lot of plot things going on. So they're gonna duke it out in the octagon. They were gonna have Marie be the predetermined victor. I guess Jordan was gonna take a fall. I guess.
Well, their plan was to not even fight, but
right. Oh, but then I guess they were trying also to get the teacher. Why am I forgetting that teacher's name? Dean Cipher, right? They
Cypher,
were
yeah,
trying, yeah, because they assume. I guess they had they went to his house. They found his I guess his biological father is in like some hyperbolic chamber on his
yeah,
house or whatever. He was upset about that they wanted to go check it out. There's a lot of crazy things happening in Gen V, and
yeah.
there's a
Their
lot of
assumption was that Cypher does
yeah.
not have powers.
Yeah, they does not have powers, but we learned that that's not true.
Yeah,
In a very, very bad way, because he has also mind manipulation. Was it mind manipulation? Like,
I I I think it's similar to what we see in like Avatar: The Last Airbender,
mm-hmm.
blood bending, and I think he has the same powers as Marie.
Oh yeah, quite
I think he
possible.
has the same powers,
But
and
as far
that's
as like
why he can
controlling blood,
control. Well, he controls the blood, but also controls the body and the mind.
wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So he either has the same powers as her or the same powers as Kate.
Yeah,
Kate, who's the one who used to be able to read people's minds.
right.
So he has either one of the two, or maybe he has the power of anyone he's around. You know?
Yeah, and maybe that's why he's trying to get her to do what, or kind of Yoda her up in the training way before
Yeah,
the fight.
yeah,
To the moving the bottles, the bags of the bags of blood,
yeah.
and
I
the
think
goat,
I think he wants her to kill Homelander.
which is interesting because, I mean, technically he's pretty powerful himself.
Depending on what his powers are, we don't really know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we only saw a little bit when he takes over Jordan's body,
Yeah.
but you know, I think it's very interesting. What else happened in this episode here? Let's see. I think it was really focusing on that, that getting Marie to break out of her powers and put her in a situation where she has to use her powers.
Yeah.
You know, so it, he kind of forced that, even though he knew he was trying to get set up or trying to get recorded by the rest of the kids. His goal is very focused. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, I'm interested in to see what the end game is. What do you think?
I think he's one of the more interesting characters in the
Yeah,
entire
universe, the
um
boys' universe.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the mystery around him
Mm.
is so great that what is his actual ability? And that's what I like about this show. Um the boys, we kind of like get descriptions. The boys is about how to kill each soup. This one seems to be more about like what are the potential of soups, like how do they get to that point where they're even in the seven or whatever.
Right.
What does it mean on another level? So this is like street level boys. Like this is like the Daredevil, the Punisher of the boys, as far as like the universe is concerned. So yeah, I think Cypher is one of the more intriguing characters that we've seen. So anything surrounding that is pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm enjoying all these shows, man. I no. Did you finally see one battle after another?
No, I did not. I do need to go. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes long.
It's long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
it's
see
long.
it?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I put my review up on the YouTube on this channel.
I heard it's great.
It is. It's It's probably gonna be this an American movie classic, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely
It's
want
like
to see it.
like
I actually have
it's like
a ticket to see it at like 10:30,
it's
but
like
I'm
a
probably not gonna make it.
oh, you gotta make it. You got an hour. Come on, you can do it.
Yeah, bruh. You know how I mean? Probably got more than an hour, but am I gonna fall asleep?
No, but
Okay.
it is long.
Yeah.
It is long. You're gonna be like, damn, that was long.
Yeah.
But it was good.
I saw him.
Oh, tell me about him.
Jordan
The
Peele
movie,
produced.
him, not somebody that's him.
Yeah. We're not talking
Let's
about.
get it clear, okay?
Yeah. We're not talking about Pusha T.
No.
Pusha T is him. Yeah, produced by Jordan Peele, but directed by Justin Tipping.
Okay.
You know, I'd heard some. Unfortunately, I had gotten some feedback on the film before I saw it.
Yeah.
Then I saw it last night, and I was like, I see what they were doing. I see what they're doing, but it's a very strange film. And it's a very strange film, and it will
Really?
not be for everybody.
It's like metaphysical kind
Yeah,
of.
but it's like metaphysical with a message.
What's
It's
the
like
message? Like,
it's very
don't
close
lose
to
yourself?
Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, okay. It's one of those
If you
movies.
remember the movie Eyes Wide Shut,
Yes, I do.
it's close to that. Yeah, yeah. It's just strange. It's a lot of symbolism. The whole thing is a symbolistic
Right.
film. So I wouldn't say like, yo, you got to go see it, but it was intriguing. I'll say that. Like I was watching, I was intrigued. Like I didn't want to go to the bathroom,
Really?
you know, for the risk of like missing out on something.
Okay.
I wouldn't. The
You
main
would've
two stars,
recommended.
Marlon Wayans and Tarik. I can't remember his name right now. It's gonna bother me.
Look it up. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm looking it up as I speak. Tyreek Withers. Yeah,
Okay.
Tyreek Withers, who was in one of my favorite episodes of Atlanta. By the way, they do a great job. They do a great job. Their on screen chemistry is dope. And
Nice.
you know, if you're a sports fan, a football fan, for sure,
Mhm.
you'll get the symbolism and the metaphor of it. So, I mean, you know, it's probably going to be. It looks like it's kind of moving out of theaters pretty fast.
Yeah.
But if you're watching it at home, I think you'll definitely enjoy it.
Okay. Fair enough. Maybe I'll check it out one of these
Yeah.
days. But you got to see one battle after another, bro.
I'm definitely going to see that.
Yeah, bro. If
definitely
you
gonna
don't
see
make it for your 10:30, then you gotta watch another day.
I still got to watch it another day. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just those seats be so comfortable, man. You're sitting in the theater and you
Yeah.
got the recliner. You're like, ah.
You got coffee now at the movie theater. Come on, bro.
Oh, that's true. That's true. And there's a Starbucks right by it.
Yes. The last thing, did you see the Battlefield 6 trailer?
For the video game?
Yes. For the
I
video
have not.
game. They had all these famous people in it.
Really?
And yeah. I think I'm gonna pull it up and put it on the show.
Somebody named Ryan. I know. Whenever you say famous people,
Yeah.
somebody named Ryan was in the show.
It's not the reveal trailer. It is the final trailer, the official launch live action trailer. Hold on, give me 1 second here. Let me share this since I'm not putting this episode up on the podcast feed. It's gonna stay exclusive on the YouTube channel since none of the guys showed up. I'm not giving Beasley Media Group any more of my intellectual property than they need. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
The world is a vampire.
Oh, I definitely have.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention. Pay attention.
Secret destroyer.
That part. That's funny.
Hold you out to the flames. Sound check. What do I get?
Okay, boys, we're here to do one thing. One thing.
Watch this.
Who was that?
Doesn't matter. Let's move.
Scope the area.
It doesn't matter who you are. You just still get killed anyway in Battlefield.
Let's go.
That's exactly how the game is. It's like it's war. Like you gotta hide behind stuff, cover. You gotta pick up.
It really looks like this. It's amazing.
Yeah. No, this doesn't. But this is the feel.
Yeah.
It's the feel of the game, though. This is the feel of the game. It doesn't look like this. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, you do all that in the game. You gotta pick up your
Get on the
squad
track and
members.
everything. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta set up. You got rock paper scissors against tanks, helicopters, aircraft.
They're doing a good job of you're doing a great job of showing all the features you're gonna have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's a wipe.
it's not Call of Duty at all. It's
Nice shot.
A little more ridiculous.
ridiculous. No, other than like you gotta use like kind of like like if you hide behind something, you can engage in a firefight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For a while, instead of just running around and be shot through a wall, for no reason. So it's like it's Battlefield's a little bit a little bit more tactics. The maps are a little bigger. You gotta team up with your squad, or at least pick them up the ground before they die.
This doesn't look like
So
it doesn't look crazy bringing in satellite missiles and
no. There's no kill streaks or none of that. Craziness. No, it's very it comes from a very realistic approach to a Battlefield.
Does Battlefield rival Call of Duty? Like, is it?
Yes and no. Call of Duty is more of a like arcade kind of run and gun shooting game with some military, as backbones. But there's some games can be very sci-fi-ish and fantastical, like Black Ops, and with they have zombie modes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Battlefield is more realistic. You'll get. You can be an engineer. If you're a medic, you can pick up people faster from the ground. If you're not a medic, is okay. You can still heal people, but it takes you a little while. Now you can grab your partner who's downed, and you can drag them to cover, so you have enough time to pick them up. To recover them.
I saw the person giving them the adrenaline or whatever.
Where you can do some of those things in some modes in Call of Duty, this is like the norm in the game. Of Battlefield. The maps are bigger. You have a chance, even though a sniper has you in his sights, like it's a fighting chance you have with that sniper. You can see the glint of his thing, and if you have the right weapon, you could possibly take out that sniper. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's and then it goes on with vehicles, and it's just.
So what's the excitement level in the gaming community for this?
Yeah, man, people are excited. A lot of people have abandoned Call of Duty for it. Because Call of Duty went full sci-fi. This next Black, or I don't even know whatever this new Black Call of Duty that's coming out. Watch the trailer when you get a chance. You're gonna be like, yeah, I see why people tune out.
Yeah,
because it's literally like you're inside somebody's head, like somebody's dream. What's the movie with that they're in they're like in these dreamscapes, and it's like one of those action movies. I forgot the name of it.
Inception. You talking about Inception?
Inception, yeah. It's very Inception. There's a lot of.
Well, I was saying earlier, like Inception.
Yeah. It's just like it's very Inception now. These Call of Duty, and a lot of people have not signed up for it. So, but then again, some people are hard Call of Duty for Warzone and all that stuff until they die. So,
I got into Call of Duty when they were doing like the World War I and World War II thing.
Yeah, so you will not like what
what they're doing now.
Go see it. You could be like, oh, wow, yeah, Speedy was right.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, I think PlayStation came out and said PS5 was their best selling product.
Oh yeah,
ever.
Sony makes a lot of money off the PS5.
Yeah,
I'll tell you. That whole gaming division, like it's like another world of entertainment.
And EA. Speaking of gaming stuff,
EA was bought by Saudi Arabia people.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens with that.
Yeah. Listen,
I guess they have a controlling stake.
Yeah. People don't I know people get like really weird about like the politics and all the stuff about things. People don't typically mess up their money.
No, and Saudi Arabia was all about their money. Saudi, if you know, they're about making money. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
People don't mess up their money.
They just don't take stakes in things that are failing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there you go. And it's EA. We're talking about Madden, 2K. I mean, you know.
I
Not
mean,
just,
at this point, man, Madden is a cult.
Yeah.
Like people are gonna buy it regardless.
Exactly.
There's not gonna be a lot of people. Who,
And let me
like,
tell
well, I'm
you,
not gonna get it
the
just
way
for it.
Battlefield is going, the Battlefield might be a thing now. You know.
Yeah.
Because the hype is real. Like the people are on it. You know. In a way that it's taken a while. Probably as long even before what Call of Duty was kind of like trying to be what Battlefield. Call of Duty was trying to be that first person shooter and be that popular. You know.
Yeah.
I think finally Battlefield has finally caught up to that, just in their different approach. You know, the way that the game their game is. But
Speedy, I'll be honest with you, people aren't gonna see it on the audio, but the way you were moving just now, I thought you were gonna break into a salsa move. It looked like you was about to just.
I'm not throwing the audio up. B's not giving Beasley no more content.
Yeah.
I don't have to. If I don't have to. Staying strictly. This show
I
is
thought
staying
you was about to break
strictly.
into a move, B.
This show is staying strictly on the YouTube channel, Speedy's Multiverse YouTube channel, special edition of Geek Culture Congress with the OGs, Speedy Jr., Tarik Lewis. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay, give us a subscribe. You like the show? Give me a like and the like. Thanks for the comments. If you're watching the replay of this, by all means, throw a comment there and tell us how much you disagree with us. It helps us a lot. Okay, thank
About
you so
everything.
much. Yes, tell us you hate us. It's fine. I'll take
And
it.
we'll see if I make it to the movie theater.
Yeah, you're gonna try it. You got time.
I
You got
time.
plenty of time. You
I
got
got
plenty of
plenty
time.
of time, dude.
You could even eat something. Look at that. You can do it. Thank you,
Yeah,
Socks.
20
Thanks you,
minutes.
Mama Bear. Everyone who's in the got people on Facebook. Sorry. Thank you so much. Sorry. Sorry I couldn't make it to your shindig, to your media event. But I am gonna check out that restaurant eventually. Socks, thank you so much. Mama Bear, I'm sure he watches on the replay sometimes. Thank you so much.
Sid,
Everybody
outside
else.
for Sid. Said, well, it's out there. Go.
Yeah. Tarik, they have it's there. This is not going up on audio, but anyway, it's a tradition. Let everyone know how they can follow you, sir.
At the Tarik Lewis on Instagram and also on YouTube. And my 6-time award-winning improv comedy troupe, Got
Yeah.
Jokes Improv, will be
Got
performing.
Jokes.
We're reuniting after a few years at Florida Brewing Company in Wesley Chapel on October 15th. Tickets will be on sale. Come holla at me, hit me in the DMs if you want. And I'll
October 15th. That's a Wednesday that I am
15th.
available. Send me the link. Throw the link up in the chat, Tarik. I'm gonna do that. Where I'm gonna do it right now. Find it.
Bring
right
your
now.
ass out.
Where's
About
it
to
at?
go in, dog. People flying in. It's gonna be some big names out
Who
there.
got jokes? Wesley. I'm gonna find it. Chapel. Craft Brew.
It's just Got Jokes, not who.
Florida Brewing.
Florida Avenue Brewing. Yep.
Yeah, but I think I found it. It's asking me if I'm over 21.
Yeah.
All right. Purchase ticket link. All right. I'm gonna throw the ticket link up in the comments right here. Go check out Brew. If you haven't been to Who Got Jokes, man, that's really good stuff. So I just throw that in the live chat, and I'm gonna throw it in the chat of the actual video, and the description of this. So it'll be there in the description of this one as soon as we finish the live stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, Tarik. Go see the movie if you can, and next week we'll be back hopefully with the rest of the crew for a regular Geek Culture Congress podcast, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Till next time, everybody, be safe, take care of each other.